Hey guys, it's Riker. Today I'm going to be doing just some body doubling room cleaning. So, for me as a person with ADHD, it's really helpful to body double if you know what body bleh. If you know what body doubling is, it's where you do a task with somebody without necessarily talking to them or just having another person in the room doing a similar task or a similar aligned task to you to help you keep focus on the task you're trying to do. So, for me, even if I don't have a person around to body double with, I find body doubling with a camera makes me kind of focus and be more motivated. So I'm going to be doing that with you guys today. So yeah, let's get started. Alrighty, up first, I'm going to make my bed and deal with the shit on this chair. So for this video, I'm going to just try leaving most of it at normal speed to kind of simulate what cleaning this along would actually be like. So prepare for this one to be a little longer. But give me some feedback in the comments if you think I should do another one of these, but more voiceover style, with a bit more of the footage sped up. Like, I'm kind of open to anything. I'm still kind of new to the whole giving other ADHD people tips on the internet kind of thing. This is no medical professional by any means. This is just a teenager with ADHD trying to keep his chaotic life together, so yeah. And also just normalizing that things like cleaning actually take time to do, and like, it's a thing we gotta do, sort of thing. And like, I struggle with mental health, and just normalizing going through and cleaning your room after you haven't felt the best for a week or something like that. Just like, your room does not have to be picture perfect at all time by any means. Like, that's not realistic for everybody. So it happens, and it's okay if your room's not perfect all the time. No judgment. I can't say nothing because my room is a shit show, so. But yeah, so just like doing things like you don't have to clean your entire room in one go. Like, I find personally me using this trick is really helpful to get like specific target areas done. Like, example, if I wanted to clean my desk, or if I wanted to clean my bed, or if I wanted to clean my little mini desk, or my shelf, or my chair. Like, you don't have to tackle everything all at once. And I'm guilty of tackling everything at once and just like getting burnt out halfway, and it's so annoying. So annoying. Excuse me. Continue on. Yeah. Oh well, it's fine. You don't make every throw you take, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, when I was little, I always hated making my bed because I would always get messy again right the next night. But as we've gotten older, definitely appreciate getting into a made bed a lot more than I used to when I was younger. So, and also, never outgrow having stuffed animals. Stuffed animals are great. Or even puppets for that matter. Like, look at this beautiful boy I have here. He's a little Rosie Maplewood Moth Finger puppet, and I love him. So, normalize having stuffed animals as an adult. And I'm not quite an adult, but close enough. So, yeah. And also normalize having mismatched blankets, because that's just a thing. Like, just do it. It doesn't have to be some perfectly matching bed set. Who gives a shit? Be comfy. Like, your room is not supposed to look like some Instagram post. It's supposed to be your space. Be for your energy, for your rest, and for your enjoyment. It's your space. Make it your own. Okay, this one's always the pain to spread out. Yeah. But I love this blanket nonetheless. Alrighty. Tuck that in up there. Up the pillow. Perfect. This blanket, no matter what I do, if I have to sit down for 2 seconds, it's always floofed up in a weird way, so it's okay. Alrighty, up next, the chair. Gonna go over here. Princess. Also, highly recommend. I've not finished it, but so far I've really enjoyed it. It's a very interesting book. Hell's Princess. It's what? Bella Guinness, if you're more of a podcast person. So, I bind it. I have a whole little basket of laundry right here that got folded. So I'm just transferring one thingy to the other so it's all in one spot. Sentimental quilt. Just gonna go on the bed. My battle jacket, which I'm still working on. Also, happy Veterans Month. Yesterday was Remembrance Day here in Canada. So, and I know, at least in the United States, I'm not 100% about Canada. Veterans Month is November. So, go support your local veterans. Like, I don't believe in going to war and stuff, but support the people who've been there. Here. That goes there. That goes there. See, that needs to get hung up, not put in my folding pile. That's not mine. Doop-de-doop-ba-ba. Alrighty, I've almost got this chair done. Also, adorable ghost poppet, just because. Got this with my order from Borderline Punk Design. Absolutely love their stuff. Highly recommend. They're on TikTok. I'm not sure if they're on YouTube, but highly recommend them. This is my Sharky sweater. My Sharky's currently on an adventure with my friend, so He does not have his sweater, but when he is back, I will show you him in all of his sweatery glory. Sweatery. I don't know what kind of words I'm making up, but here we are. See some patches I made / need to work on. Some of these will be going on my jacket eventually. So, alrighty, now the goal is to not put anything else on the chair. The goals. My little whiteboard. Also, another ADHD tip. This is great for to-do lists or morning routines or whatever, because you can change it, but you can also just like, just write away on it. Or if you have like a bunch of stuff you need to do, just like write your stuff. And then you can use a different color as a check mark kind of thing if you want. If you want to be fancy about it. Boom, boom, boom. So, I love using these kind of little whiteboards. I literally found this one at my local thrift store. So, y'all sleeping on thrift stores for regular stuff. It's kind of crazy. So, highly recommend. This is going to go over there for now. Back in the pen cup you go. Let me know, guys, if you want to see what's in my figure skating bag, because I've been figure skating for on and off for almost 10 years now. So, I've beat around the bush for skating stuff. I never was a insanely competitive figure skater, but I did try out for a smaller international competition when I was about 12 years old. Didn't make it in, but it was a good experience nonetheless. And I actually went to that same competition for snowboarding 2 years ago. So, no, it's coming up on 2 years. It'll be 2 years this February. Yeah, this end of January, early February. So, if you want me to talk more on that or show pics, I got stuff from that. It was the 2023 Archmore Games in Fort McMurray. And that was a super cool experience for me. So, see, how much stuff do I actually need from the shoebox? Let's see. I will keep this because that looks cool as hell. This I don't need. Don't need these. I will keep the shoe plastic bag, so good for traveling with shoes. We'll keep these in my closet for later use. That's supposed to go in the trash. I will keep the ammonia tissue paper in the shoebox though, because that's just sick as hell. And I'm going to keep the shoebox because it makes a decent lap desk for when I'm playing video games. So, highly recommend doing that if you have a chunky shoebox. Alrighty. Time to fold some clothes which are down there. Alrighty. Now to the almighty IKEA bag of clothes. So, yeah. Yeah, honestly, whatever way you want to fold your clothes. Oh wait, my magic bag. Hee hee hee. Alrighty. I returned with the almighty magic bag, so highly recommend them. Awesome for sore neck. I just use it all the time. It's great. So, honestly, for how I fold clothes and how I organize them, I have a couple different ways. I do athletic wear / base layers. I do skating clothes. And then I do daily wear clothes and pajamas. Because, like, example, like, going to the gym, you got your gym shorts kind of thing. Or, like, example, this is a base layer that I just like because they're good for my sensory issues and stuff. So, gym clothes, base layers, and skating clothes all kind of fall into the same broad category of, like, active wear, but, like, each one's a little bit specific in its own funky little way. So, because you do wear a lot of very similar clothing for snowboarding and skateboarding. No, snowboarding and figure skating. Like, similar for skateboarding as well, but a little bit different. But the main thing with snowboarding clothes and skating clothes, you have to have good mobility in the clothes. They have to be comfortable, and they have to keep you at least somewhat warm. You're more worried about warmth while you're snowboarding than you are in figure skating in general, but you can still get pretty cold on the ice. Pardon me dying over here, so just a little bit sick today. But yeah, like, example, snowboarding, you can go a little more relaxed with the clothes though in general. Like, you can wear sweats, you can wear more fun stuff, but like figure skating has a little bit more of like an etiquette side to it kind of thing than a lot of other sports. But honestly, I still kind of wear whatever the hell I want. Sort of thing, as long as you can make sure you're doing your skills properly. Like, you don't want to be wearing super baggy pants, because then you can't tell if you have your knee fully extended for certain skating moves and stuff like that. And just generally important stuff like that. So, you don't want to wear too baggy of clothes, because otherwise you'll get your skates caught on it, and that's terrifying. So, yeah, just stuff like that is good to think about, honestly. So, whenever you do that sort of thing, it's important to think about it. Luckily with snowboarding, you don't have to worry about that as much, but it's still there to think about. Also, I have 2 categories for t-shirts. T-shirts I'm hanging up, t-shirts that are going in my pajama drawer. So, but yeah, let me know if you want like some videos looking back on my time at Arctic Winter Games and stuff like that, because I do have some footage. I have some videos of me riding, and I have some videos from when I also have photos from the games and stuff like that, if you want to see it. So, it's by no means the greatest skateboarding and snowboarding in the world, but it's something. And it was still a pretty cool competition. It was a very cool event to be at. It was very well put together. It was luxury of the Arctic Winter Games. Like, we had basically our own bedrooms, which is nearly unheard of kind of thing, because we were staying in a big oil rig facility in Fort McMurray. So, which was pretty cool. The runs were pretty sick, and honestly really enjoyed it. There was a lot of really nice and really cool people who were there and who competed. I had some really cool competitors. I've met people from all over. I met people from Sweden. I met people from Finland. I think there was a couple Finnish people up there. I met people from Greenland. Like, it was just really cool. I met people from Alaska. It's called the Arctic Winter Games, and it's a lot of like Arctic and subarctic communities that take part in it. So, and some parts of northern Alberta. But honestly, it's still super cool. It was an amazing experience. If you live in the north, look into it. It's a super cool competition, and it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of welcome, and it's just overall really great. And the pin collecting is insane. Like, the pin sets, it's pretty freaking sick. Like, look up the Nunavut Arctic Winter Games pin sets. Those are some of the best pin sets I've ever seen. So, but yeah, it's like a lot of really neat stuff, and it was really cool. It was just a really neat overall games, and I could totally put a video together on that if y'all are interested. So, and also thank you for all the love you gave to my random welcome back video. I was not expecting it to get nearly 400 views. Like, thank you. I also just did not expect that or know where that was gonna, like, hello. So, but yeah, greatly appreciated nonetheless. Yeah, because I was just like, oh, it's probably just gonna get like 5 views or something. Because, like, my channel's small. It's like, I'm not gonna hide that. Like, I have a tiny channel. But then I was just like, what happened here? Like, someone was cooking. Like, the algorithm was being nice to me. And I'm not gonna say no to that. I feel something in my pockets. Also, always check your pockets. You might find some random stuff. That is a screw, my guy. Where did that come from? I'm confused. Probably was important enough for me to put it in my pocket, so. and just some random trash and a piece of string. My trash can's out of reach right now, so I'll grab that in a minute. But I do make a lot of outfits as well. Like on my TikTok account, my TikTok is on appeal right now, which is really annoying, but I have some really cool outfit videos, and I love making outfits and stuff, and I love my sense of style, and I love overdressing for basic events. Like, I live in a tiny town, and nobody dresses up cool except, like, a small handful of people. So, I like to dress up and look cool, especially, like, because, like, my community is 2,500 people in it. It's very small, and it is, people around me are boring, like, just in the way they dress. The people themselves aren't necessarily boring, it's just, people don't dress nice unless there's some fancy occasion, and I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna dress up however the heck I want, because that's what you can do. Hate being sick. Is Haichu wrappers. That's real, though. But yeah, I should also have should be out by now by the time I post this, but I'll have a 2 weeks on testosterone kind of check-in thing, since my 2 weeks on testosterone was November the 11th, so not intentionally set up that way. It was just happened to be every Monday I was getting my shot in and all that. And then I was just like, oh, Remembrance Day. Very cool. So, here. But yeah, honestly, another tip for me for clothes. Put the clothes you want to wear, hang them up, because otherwise you will not see them and you will forget they exist. Like, example, I love this Boba Fett shirt. I just forget to wear it 90% of the time because I forget it exists. So, like, hang up the stuff you want to wear and make it visible. Or, like, do something that'll make it more obvious to you that it exists. Because I have the attention span of a drunk pigeon on a good day. So, just, like, make sure you're, like, putting stuff where you're gonna see it, like, same goes for jewelry, accessories, and stuff, and whatever way you can make that happen for you is, like, one of the best tips I can give for wearing the stuff you want to wear. Make it so, like, you see it and actively put it into your daily rotation, because nobody's gonna give two shits if you dress up a little bit. Like, wear the big shoes, wear the bright colors, just do it. There's nothing stopping you except yourself. So, like, express yourself. I don't like being. For the longest time when I was younger, I wanted to be normal. Looking back on that now, I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want. So, I'm gonna dress how I want. I'm not gonna bother with how people think of me. That one took me a really long time to get over. And I still deal with that one quite a bit. So, but it's something you learn to deal with, and you learn to accept yourself, kind of thing. I still struggle with mental health, and I still struggle with self-image and gender dysmorphia and all that fun shit. But the more you can get comfortable with yourself, the easier it is to express your style. So, like, yeah, wear the heels that make you a couple inches taller. Do it. Nobody's gonna care if you're taller than your partner or anything like that. And if they have issues with that, they need to reflect on them. Sort of thing. Like, wear the shoes. Wear the glittery extra t-shirt. Wear the extra... Be the extra you want to see in your day-to-day, because most likely people aren't gonna do that. You gotta start it, kind of thing. So... But why is there dog hair? I guess that's because I have a dog. Great technical thinking skills, Riker. Great job. But yeah, also, like, shop your local thrift stores. If you have a local thrift store, most of them, in my experiences, are run by churches, like the small ones that aren't Goodwill or anything like that. In my experience, those ones often have better deals. And, like, you can actively go volunteer at them. And then you can often get cool clothes. You can set them aside, or you can ask the person you're volunteering for if you can set them aside and buy them later, because it's really cool Part of me dying. But yeah, something I highly recommend doing. And if you need community service hours to graduate from high school or anything like that, that's a good way to get them. Also, take a moment of appreciation for this little llama. So, but yeah, like, if you have opportunities to volunteer, it really gets you connected with more people in your town or in your community. And something I highly recommend doing, like, or like try to plan a little event or something. Like, you don't realize how many people you don't know. Like, I thought I knew people. I did not know people till I started planning an event. Alrighty, let's go put this stuff away. I just realized I need to clean this up a bit, so let's do that. I gotta adjust this camera, it's kind of wonky. You can see clearly now the rain is gone. If you know that song, you're awesome. So this is kind of like my little area I do stuff, like my skincare, my makeup, where I keep my accessories, sort of thing. So, as a person who is on testosterone now, and if you're going on testosterone and you want something beforehand, try some of this stuff. It's called Rogaine. Technically, this is the women's stuff, but you do not need to worry about that. It's minoxidil, and you can find it like on the counter product, like at your local drugstore in the hair section. And it's a little bit expensive, but if you get the stuff I got, it was the better value to buy the women's one, surprisingly, because it gave me a 2-month supply in an easy form for me to apply to my face for facial care. So I'd say highly recommend trying that out if that works for you and if it's safe for you to do so. Warning, it's incredibly toxic to cats. If you have cats, I wouldn't recommend it. Luckily, I do not have cats, and it's an environment where I can do this. But yeah, look into it. It's really helped me with my gender journey. So highly recommend that if you have that as an option. This needs to go over here. This is an empty pouch. To the pouch of pouches. I have this neat little, oh wait, this is my hip chain, my wallet chain. Also, if you have ADHD and you're forgetful and you always put down your wallet and forget, use a hip chain. And if it falls out while you're biking, it's not going to go anywhere. So, like, this is a cheap chain I got off of Temu on an impulsive purchasing spree. But, like, hip chain, you can literally even just use, like, a necklace, a chunky necklace you aren't using, or even just a piece of rope if that's your vibe, like. Use what works for you is what I can recommend. And I'll show you another trick thing I use for the whole, if you see it, you'll use it kind of thing. Here, give me a second and I'll show you guys. This needs to go in here. There's my good septum ring. Exciting. My other hip chain that I have to refix / assemble that I'll do later. Alrighty. Oh, why is my toothpaste down here? Yeah. Alrighty. So basically, you'll see up here is I have a necklace rack, and I just have a regular old clothes hanger hanging up either by the hook of my closet or on the shelf with a bin holding it down so you can see all your jewelry. and you see it, you can choose what you want, and you don't forget your shit exists. Because I have pretty bad object impermanence at times, and it's pretty helpful to have that. So it's very simple setup, easy to use. Like, just use a clothes hanger. The only trick is balancing it. Can be a little bit of a pain in the ass sometimes, but at least you can see them all, even if they're all kind of flicked to one side. As long as you don't bump it, you're golden, pretty much. So, but yeah, so just little tidbits of things that I've discovered as a person living with ADHD who's trying to get their shit together. So, yeah. Alrighty, now to actually put away the clothes. So, now that I have actual space on my dresser, it's me saying this as I'm shoving more shit around. Now I can actually bring clothes over here and put them away. I'm gonna start with the stuff I hang up, because that just makes sense, for me at least. So, I have it organized by color, so if I'm looking for a specific color for a specific style or outfit, it just makes it easier. And I'm just gonna grab my empty hangers and put them at the front so I can use them. So, I often like putting the graphic facing this way because I have all my clothes on this side of my closet. Just works well for me. I keep my cropped ones at the front because they're short and I'll forget they exist. So, but yeah. Find what works well for you and roll with it. Even if it's a little strange or funky, if other people think it's weird, don't matter. If it works for you, run with it. Because it will make your life easier. So, like, just go for it. Like, experiment, try stuff out, and just find something that works for you. And that's what we're here on the source for, but it's all our own journeys. So, alrighty. And I'm not sure about you if you sort by shades of black. If I have the time or energy, I do that. I'm one of those people. So, I feel that a lot. So if you're one of those people, I feel ya. I feel ya. Also, normalize guys having cute pink Baby Yoda t-shirts. That's all I can say. Alrighty. Gonna organize it like this. I do shit by color because I like seeing pretty rainbows. I like it being in a satisfying gradient if possible. So like, I like my color to color correctly. And sometimes it's not perfect, but that's okay. Also, like, look at this adorable shirt I found at my thrift store. So freaking cute. Like, y'all sleeping on thrift stores. Like, not like the big ones. Like, go to the little churches that have their church basement thrift stores. Or that have their thrift stores, like, in the parking lot of the church. Like, small thrift stores are a vibe. And you find some pretty neat shit. Like, most of my closet is thrifted, and I don't like buying new stuff. Especially with fast fashion and stuff, and I love repairing my clothes. I do that all the time. It's like, I can definitely do a video on that in the future if y'all are interested, because we need to normalize knowing how to repair our clothes, kind of thing. Instead of having to buy shit and throwing it out, like, a year later because it doesn't work good. Or because you ripped it. Like, you can totally, like, fix it up, especially if it's cotton or if it's a good quality shirt or even good quality pants or even socks. Like, you just gotta know, if you have the skill, a lot of it's very simple. And there's a lot of really cool ways you can mend clothes. Like, there's a lot of really cool clothing mending methods that I still want to learn more about. But I also just, like, I mend my clothes kind of my own way. I do little patches. I sometimes do little bits of embroidery over stuff. You just gotta find something that works well for you. Alrighty. I like to keep my base layers of my shorts just kind of up in this IKEA, this handy dandy little IKEA thing. I honestly don't like these things when they're free dangling. I literally have it sitting on my dresser just to keep it easier, and now it doesn't wiggle as much. So, highly recommend that. Why is this up here? This is not supposed to be. This is where my shorts go. My God. So, I often keep my shorts in one, my base layers in another, because if you know anything about snowboarding, you need your base layers. You will wear 16 million layers and take off half of them. That's just kind of how it is with snowboarding at times, especially if you're in like Banff or somewhere where the weather can fluctuate a lot, especially if you're in the mountains. It's like, feels like you'll need wind layers and you'll need warmth layers and just all the layers. You literally become an onion on the mountain. You have so many layers. Just casually become Shrek. Just casually being some snow ogres over here. So. And another thing I recommend if you have pants, like, obviously you have pants right here. People have pants. Put the ones you use the most at the top. Put ones you want to use also on the top. Keep your current, like, your comfiest pants, like, easiest available. Keep the pants you like most available. If you want to sort it by color, go for it. Sort of thing. If you have your dress pants, put your dress pants together. Honestly, I'm a sucker for a good pair of dress pants, and I will wear dress pants any day of the week. So, like, just wear what works for you. Time to grab my socks. Doop-de-doopa. Alrighty. Yeah. I will have to do some laundry as well, but that's a later me problem. So honestly, I just like piling all my socks. I use this, I'll show you in a sec. I use a cardboard box because it fits in my drawer, it works well. Then I tuck my boxers, binder, whatever I wear back there. Keep it easy to access, all that good jazz. Yeah. Here's my cardboard box. There's a sock. This is all my pajamas. All that good stuff. It does not have to be perfectly folded. You do not have to perfectly fold all your stuff. If it works well for you, do it that way. So, I'm trying to be a de-influencer. I don't want to be an influencer. I want to just... I don't want to be normal. I don't want my stuff to look perfect. I want to look like a person lives here. Not just some, like, modeling house. I'm like, why? Like, what's the point of that? Alrighty. I think up next, it's just going to be some general tidy up. Actually, I should do my fish. Let's do that first. This is my fish tank. Ba-da-da-da-da. It's a little... The thing in front of it's kind of a mess at the moment, but it's my little fish tank setup. So, in here, I don't remember what gallon tank this is, but I have live plants, I have a betta fish, and I have a pleco. The pleco's hiding under his driftwood because that's his favorite place in all of existence. I gotta feed them. You might be able to see him, I'm not 100% sure, but I doubt you'll see the pleco. I can put a picture up of what he looks like. But he is a very shy guy. Their names are Inko. Inko's the betta. Plinko is the pleco. And I named it... The name with them is actually an interesting story. I went to go get my second tattoo. And I was... And then the guy who's doing my tattoo, he has this cool setup where you have a Plinko board. And it is... You put in your puck, you drop it through all the pegs, and you pay $50 a round. And whatever you land on, you get that tattooed. And you can, I think you get, like, if you want to re-roll, you have to pay, like, extra or whatever. But then whatever you get is what you get, kind of thing. And it's super cool. And I got the fish recently. No, it was my first tattoo. Recently after that. So that's why I named them Inko and Plinko. So, yeah, these are my babies. And then I have... a lot of really big snails. You can't see any right now, but, like, I have some snails the size of Canadian dimes, and it's kind of crazy. So, I think it might be the driftwood that they're really liking. I got this driftwood out of Hay River on the beach of Great Slave Lake, on the south end, so it's been It's my fish have loved it. My pleco loves it. Not sure if you can see them, but I got those snails down here. I'll bring you guys over so you can see them. See that whole little cluster? Those are all snails. I do not have any of those colored rocks. Everything that's this dark brown is a snail. So, but yeah, this is my setup. And there's Inko right there. He kind of is a little bit of an idiot sometimes, but honestly, fish aren't the smartest creatures in the sea, so. But yeah, I love them. I've had betas before, but these are my BBs. Now to clean up a bit of this unsightly horror. I'm not going to be able to get all of it done. I don't have adequate storage for everything in here at the moment. Working on that, but I'm going to just like do some things like take my recycling out, move my guitar, just so it's not as bad when you immediately look at it. But I'm a crafter. I have my crafting literally everywhere, so. And it can be a little chaotic at times, so. And that's okay. See, this can go in my laptop bag. But yeah, nothing has to be, it just needs to be to a point where you like it. You're good with your setup and stuff. This is a great fidget, but it smells like shit. I don't know how to, that drives me a little bit crazy sometimes, but here we are. Like, also just your friendly reminder, take your dishes and your recycling out of your bedroom. I know it's in there. There's sure as hell Alani cans in my room. There's cups. There's some spoons in here. It's okay to put your stuff. It's okay to hoard a little bit. You just gotta make sure you manage it. Because I'm like a dragon. I love my hoard. But you gotta make sure you maintain it. Alrighty, time to put pouches in the pouch of pouches. That is a mouthful right there. That's my pouch of pouches. There's some more pouches. Some trash. Safety pin. Well, this is a stuffy end of the bed it goes. I don't play Among Us much, but this guy's cute. Yeah. So, dishes / stuff to get out of the room. Trash. Pouch for the pouch of pouches. Empty vitamin container. Where's my container of pill bottles? Honestly, keeping your prescriptions or your meds bottles, they're so handy. Like, if you travel with a lot of accessories, I absolutely love it. Like, that is, like, what I use them for 90% of the time. Or if you have little tiny craft supplies, they're super helpful for that as well. So, highly recommend. Just make sure, if you're using them out in public, make sure your information isn't on them. You don't want to give yourself away in that sense. Gotta keep your information safe, guys. This is the jewelry stuff I mentioned from Borderline Punk Design. Absolutely love this little mushroom. It's pretty well priced. Came really quick. Just will say get a higher, like they have ones that are more like for different chew levels. I chew I use these for a lot of stims. So get something that's a little tougher, and they have that at their shop. It's just, I got this one because it was cute. Ta-da! I love it. It's purple. It's a mushroom. I love it. This with my rings. Dry erase marker up here. See, that can go over there. Some random hooks that can go in my tool drawer. Some pliers, tool drawer. phone case into the bag. Remember, support your immunocompromised friends and family. Wear your masks if you're sick. Don't matter if it's COVID, don't matter if it's just a cold. Keep your fam safe, guys. Also, get your flu shots, get your boosters, get whatever stuff you need, because it's important to get. Glasses and screen cleaning stuff. My water bottle lid. See here. Don't know what to do with this. Ha! Like these go together. Yeah. Staples from a stapler. And a shoe in here. This is my frog. He was gifted to me by my mother. I love him. He does not have a name, I don't think. He still has authentic dirt on him. Let's see. Ah. Here. Where? Alrighty. Ah. Chargers, good to have, good to have. Let's see here. Should put that over here for now, just so I have a little more space to work with. Tissues, always good to have. Keep that by the bed. See, these guys can go in the bag. In the bag. Oh, goodness gracious. No! I do not want to deal with that right now. That is a pain in the ass. Anyway, the horrors persist, but so do I. Did I have another pile of patches around? Also, if you're sorting stuff, try not to make too many piles, because then you will end up with duplicate piles, and they're super annoying to fish out of your piles. It is good to have your piles in your boxes, but just make sure you have enough, not too many of them, because that becomes annoying and stressful. Then you can't find your shit. So, fun times, fun times. Yeah. See, this is stuff I'm mailing to a friend. Also, normalize just mailing stuff to your homies. Like, send them something in the mail. Make their day. Who doesn't love receiving mail? So, mail shit to your friends. It's fun. Water bottle. Might just use that to water the plants. Bonk. Goes in my book lights. To just normalize slow going, easy going content again. Because honestly, I hate doom scrolling. I do it. I dissociate, I doom scroll. We should try to get out of that. That's why I'm trying to make this video, honestly. Just come clean up my crazy ass room with me and normalize just taking things a little slower than they always seem to be. So, I hope you have so far enjoyed this slower paced, lower energy kind of video where they're not immediately yelling at you for your attention sort of style. Like, honestly, going slow, like, it's really tricky with my drunk pigeon attention span sometimes, but doing some slow going content or just sitting outside listening to your true crime, just enjoying nature, like, do it. Like, you don't need your content, like, ASAP. Go back to the days where you had to wait a week for your favorite TV show. Kind of thing. It gave us patience, and now it feels like nobody around me is patient. So, it's a little bit difficult at times because it's like I want to sit and enjoy the moment, but it feels like I can't. So, also I'll do a video on how I made these. These are this is like an accommodation card I made for me at school that just helped me communicate with my teachers if I was having a verbal shutdown or if I was really stressed and I just couldn't get the words out. Those are like super helpful for me in school. And if you communicate well with your teachers, I'm sure you can make it work for you. I know it's a little different in the United States than in Canada, and it varies province to province, state to state, but surely you can figure something out. Dying over here. See. Oh. Like, see, I have this wallet I'm gonna fix up because I think it's cool. I just gotta fix it, and I'm gonna add a new back to it. It's gonna look sick as hell. I'll put that in my repair stuff. Banishment pile. So. Oops. And also, just having things like this, if you need to just chill out from reality for a bit, just color. Like, sometimes I don't have the energy to come up with new ideas and sketches. So sometimes it's nice just coloring in some random 50 Shades of bullshit. So, it's just kind of nice to do that. See here. Whoops. Light stick. Alrighty. I have to sweep. I can feel the floor crumbs. Guitar picks. Good to have, good to have. I'm just a little bit of a dumbass sometimes, you know? And that's okay. It's okay to be a dumbass. Excuse me. Casually dying out west. Hee hee. See here. Also, just having your craft supplies organized, like, or craft tools, is awesome. Or just having basic ones you can have handy at any given moment, so you don't have to go digging through your entire hoard, is great. Especially if you have an ADHD hobby grave like I do. I have a lot of stuff. More than I would like to admit to. Let's see. Ah! Fidget. Yeah. Yeah. Can go up here. See, look at that. Just a couple minutes and we're already so much better. Here, I'll adjust it so you can see a little bit more of what I'm working on. But yeah, like, just doing little things, just making it, just do it at your pace, honestly. I'm sick today and I'm like, I need to do something, so I'm trying my best to do something. So it doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to be like the amount I'm doing. I'm just like, I gotta get something done. I'm losing my mind a little bit here. So, just do what you can do. Like, I'm sick today. Doesn't matter. If you feel up to doing it, do it. If you don't feel up to doing it, don't do it. Simple, simple. Poster I haven't put up yet. Extra little travel wallet. Very handy. Excuse me, I should put that with my traveling supplies. Boom. Awesome. Yeah. Pretty strings. If you know, you know. I have to put, I've had these out of my hoodie for like over a year. I've just been too tired to put them all back, honestly. Whoops, my pouch of patches has fallen. Yeah. Box. See here. Ta-da! Yeah. See. Roar! See, I'm losing a little bit of motivation here, and normally this is the time I would put on some music or even just take a 5-minute break. And that's okay to do if you need the 5-minute break, or if you need a 15-minute break, or a 20-minute break. Just take the break. Sometimes that's helpful for me. It's 50-50. Sometimes it's helpful, or sometimes I get completely sidetracked into a completely unrelated task. So, whatever works for you is what I say. Go for that. Bunch of random paperwork I'll sort later off camera. I don't need to get too personal with you guys. This in the tool. I should do a video just organizing all my stationery. But also, this is Mr. Chomps. He is very fun. See, this angle might... Honestly, the lighting in here is just kind of shit, so... On my bed is the only spot with decent-ass lighting, so... I apologize if you can't watch because of crappy lighting. I understand, it drives me crazy too. So... But he... Lego guy. Fidget into the fidget bucket. Little crochet octopus guy I love. Just wiggles. Yeah. Chill up there, bud. Into the random paperwork I need to organize later. Okay, that's a bunch of pokey things I also need to deal with later. Ah! It's my brain right now. Project into the project graveyard of unfinished projects. Sobs. Used to go in my homie repair kit. AKA a first aid kit, but I just call it that because homie repair kit just sounds better. See, that's a tin lid, but I don't know where the tin is. See, I found more patches. Gotta keep your piles organized. Keep your piles with your piles. That does not sound correct. Or does it? I don't know. Just me sitting here contemplating life and cleaning up my desk. Just your normal Tuesday morning. Again. This is an empty candle. Yeah, situation. It smells really good though. Laughing like in candles, my guys. Laughing like in candles. They smell amazing. They also burn like for freaking forever. So, I personally recommend. I think they're based out of Yellowknife, if I remember correctly. So, do with that information what you will. But, highly recommend if you can go support them. Do it. Canadian own and run company. So. But there you can see me and you can kind of half see what I'm doing. Random stuff that I don't know why is on my desk. Like why? This is a bracelet that I actually thought was cool, so I'm keeping that up there. Do not need this light over here. It's old fish tank stuff. Stash it. Fidget off? Just chuck it down into the basket of vanishing. This needs to go to the kitchen to be washed. I have random dead leaves. I like plants and I take care of my plants, but these guys were not happy with me. So. Ha! Just losing my mind a little bit over here, guys. I think I'm just going to tidy this up a little bit so it doesn't look like a complete chaotic mess. And then call her good, because I did a lot more than I was expecting to do. This plant is dead. Doesn't seem like it's dead, but it's very dead. Gonna run it outside. Alrighty, I am back from putting the plant outside. Now what I think I'm gonna do is find a container and chuck this stuff in it and deal with it later, because having a clean surface right now is what I need. These items can be banished into here. My dead phone, the banded Apple Watch thing that I don't even know. And the other stuff can go with my charging sack. This can go over here. Huzzah! Now to check items that do not have a specific home at the moment. Battery does, though. Yeah. Snail Boy can stay in it. He's good. Bread. And I can organize this stuff when I have energy again, so. My desk does need a vacuum, honestly, so I might do that as well. Before I go. Honestly, vacuuming on cams is super loud and irritating. I'll just do a speed up thing of it. Just because I can. And that I don't want to record myself at loud volumes. Because that is annoying. Yeah. Yeah. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. So. Chucking some more stuff that's randomly all over my desk into this container for me to deal with later on when I have a little more energy. More energy, more energy, more passion, more energy, more energy, more footwork, more footwork. Alrighty. I'm on to the next phase, the vacuum. Alrighty. Let's get loud. I don't want to get loud, but here we are. Make sure there's no items I don't want to vacuum. Alrighty. Which one's the on button? Yeah, this is full. But look how much better that is. Now to just gently lay out these containers in a manner that doesn't look like I just threw stuff all over my desk. Just, you know, make it a little more demure, a little more mindful. See, now look at that. So much better. Yes, I'm done. Now I'm gonna go cry and edit this.